Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of To the Magic and Beyond. My name is Jordan, and I'm here with my co-host Michelle.
Hello.
And we've got producer Courtney and producer Logan. Say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
And not that we're excited for this episode, but we're not excited that we're back home.
No.
We went to Disney World.
And now we're in the ice.
We're home from Disney World.
Aw. It's kind of a little bit different of a tone.
So sad.
The post trips are fun because we get to relive our trip, but they're not as exciting to us as the pre-trips.
No.
It's over.
I mean, it's great to relive it,
Yeah.
and we're gonna.
Yeah.
But
But right now it feels like 5 degrees outside here. So
Yeah.
not that Florida's much warmer right now though.
No,
the one time where Florida's actually trending.
Florida's like
Pretty
27
cold.
tonight.
Yeah.
So good for Florida.
Poor Floridians are not knowing what to do right
so
now.
cold. So cold. So cold.
But yeah, we needless to say, it was hard to come home this time.
Yeah. Yeah. The last day is always so sad.
Yeah. You feel
Like
it
if you've
coming to
ever
an
had a
end.
job, which everyone in here is young and y'all aren't there yet, and it's not my current job for any of my coworkers that listen in. But if you've ever had a job where you don't love it, so when the day before going back to work
Yeah, the
happens,
scaries.
like you're just like bummed, depressed, anxiety. You can't sleep. You need to sleep, so you might
Yeah.
even go to bed early, but you don't sleep, and then you got to go to the job you hate. So that's kind of how coming home from vacation is at Disney. It gives me the same stuff.
So your last night of sleep at Disney is always bad.
It's always sad because it's my last night.
I'm usually exhausted by that point of the trip.
I
so
was
sleep
exhausted, and I did sleep well, but I was really sad when I went to sleep.
Yeah. As the day went on and we got closer to that airport drive, it was like, oh no.
That last night's a lot worse if you're leaving early the next
True.
morning.
Oh,
Which
way
this
worse.
trip
We did
didn't.
not,
This was nice
so-
that we got to enjoy the last day.
And
Yeah.
it's also worse, even though I know everyone in this room, we all drive sometimes. And so I also think it's worse when you drive
You know you have a whole day
because you
ahead
have
of
a whole day of driving to get home
Yeah.
to think about where you was
just lived.
and that you're not living large anymore. Because on the way home, you're getting not quick service. It's called fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There are
the
not
whole
cast
lingo
members
changes.
serving you
Yeah, there's
anymore.
no
It's
cast
just
members.
employee.
No one's helping you
Yeah.
and treating you special.
No one's saying, hi friend.
No, if they are, you probably don't want to talk to them.
Right.
I don't know about you, but I don't feel like we got that at all of our quick service this time.
That's true.
It wasn't a whole lot of hi, friend.
That's true. Yeah.
No
There
offense,
was-
Disney, but
Yeah, we'll talk about that one special cast
Grouchy
member
cast members.
that he
but
was
we had
really
a few.
grouchy.
We had a few, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool.
It's okay. It happens. Everyone has an
does.
off day, even
remember.
cast members.
Yeah.
It does. It does. So we were just to catch everybody up.
Yeah.
We were supposed to fly out on Saturday,
Yep.
the 24th at 5 a.m., 5:05 or something
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
a very early
Yeah,
flight.
there are a few changes from the pre-trip if you
And we
listened
were going
to
to
what
s-
actually happened.
Yeah, and I
Pivoting.
had,
This was the very first one.
Yeah, I
Pivoting
know.
occurred.
and I had a beautiful room, by the way, booked at the Hilton B&A.
Yeah, once we realized we forgot how early of a flight we booked. And then we saw that the flight left at 5:05, and we were like, "Oof, that's gonna be rough." Michelle did book a hotel room,
And
at
just
the
so
Hilton.
everyone knows, since folks that listen, a lot of them already know me. Yeah, I didn't even ask the group. I just did it. And then I
just
said,
told
I would love for you to come stay with me if you want
Yeah.
to, but you don't have to. But that's where I'm staying. And I did something I never do. I did the pre-book to save a buck.
Non-refundable rate.
And so then I had to cancel it. And so then I had to call. I called B&A Hilton, but then I had to
Yeah.
call the 1-800 number.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I called them, and of course they told me over the phone they had to go talk to a manager,
Yeah.
and then they came back, which I really love. Hilton, hey, I'm your girl. I'm trying to be platinum this year, diamond, whatever I'm trying to be. I think it's diamond. But they went and talked and came back and said, oh, yes, and you'll get that in 7 to 10 days. And I'll be honest. I mean, I wrote the confirmation number down, but I really didn't believe I was getting my $193 back. Guess what?
Did it come back?
Today.
Yay.
Yay, Hilton. I'll be booking with you again.
Yeah.
Why did you have to cancel?
But you had to cancel because leading up to our trip on like that, the Monday before, we start seeing all over our Facebooks
Exactly.
posts about Snowmageddon that was headed towards Nashville. And when was it supposed to hit? Saturday morning at like 5 a.m.
Yeah. And so
we were all
I feel like I
nervous.
panicked first,
You
which
did,
I
yeah.
think is the normal for the group.
Well, Jordan deals with this all the time.
And I'm ready to
Hurricanes
go.
and stuff with her,
Yeah.
her clients.
Yeah, but
So she tries not to panic.
I don't, but I have been there during the hurricane now.
Yeah.
So but my panic was, I don't care if I get snowed there.
Yeah, it's not.
I didn't want to not get to go.
Yeah.
And so that was
that's
my
what-
panic.
As the week started going on, so if anyone lives in the South, the southern area of the United States, we don't handle snow well. Because we don't get a lot of it, right?
Yeah.
We only get it once or twice a year. Our
usually
our
ice.
cities don't have the proper equipment, and the biggest problem is it really doesn't end up being snow. It ends up being ice first,
Yep.
and then snow, and then every 10 or so years we get these freak ice storms.
Oh, yeah.
And leading into this, they were like, okay, it's either going to be like 18 inches of snow, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
Or
in
like
Tennessee.
5 inches of straight ice.
Yeah.
There was like not an in between. So everyone's freaking out. The forecasts are changing literally.
But you guys did really good because I don't
Hourly.
feel like you guys, I said, okay, like we kind of talked about it,
Yeah.
and I said, okay, I'll sit
She
tight
was already wanting to book.
because I was all ready to like change the flight,
Yeah.
book.
So the problem was
Yeah.
changing the flight on our own
Yeah.
would have cost us about $300 a person.
Per
Yeah.
person.
Yes.
And we were coming up with plan B, plan C, and plan D.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a massive amount of money to change our flight.
Yeah.
Whereas if there actually is an issue,
Yeah.
hopefully the airline will change it for
Our
you.
best plan at the time was going to be to start driving down on Friday.
Yep.
And when Logan and I started getting more nervous about it was kind of midweek, and just thinking there are some situations with like a hurricane or things
Yeah.
like that where like if a flight gets canceled, you can still drive day of. It's still a long drive. You might have to change some plans, push back things, but a lot of times you can still
Drive.
get out. But the problem with this storm is it was all coming from the south,
Yep.
which meant if our flight, now the more we looked at it, we were pretty sure our flight could get out that morning.
Yep.
The storm started shifting back. More than likely it was going to hit later in the day Saturday, and we felt like probably the flight was going to get out. But there's so many factors that go into
Yep.
a flight getting canceled. And what we realized as we got kind of closer about midweek was what I started getting nervous about was if that flight gets canceled last minute,
We're done.
there's literally no way for us to get down there because between us and Florida at that point would be ice.
Yep.
And that's what was the scary part was
And it
like
was going to
there
be
was-
bad enough that there wouldn't be flights on
right.
Sunday.
There
either.
weren't going to be flights Saturday later in the day. There weren't going
Yep.
to be flights Sunday, maybe flights Monday, but we were supposed to come home on Tuesday. So that's
Yep.
our whole trip gone.
Yeah.
So we started talking with y'all about maybe coming up with an alternate. And what we were hoping for, we flew Southwest. And most airlines will do this. If there's a significant weather event that pops up for your trip, they will offer you to be able to change your flight for free. But that hadn't happened yet.
Well, and it hadn't happened for us yet, but if you remember, I had brought up that it had come up with Tim and Shannon.
Right.
My in-laws were actually down there, and they
were supposed to fly back
theirs
that
had
Sunday.
already, they were coming home on Sunday.
Yeah.
And so Southwest was already encouraging
Triggered
them
theirs. Yeah.
you should really think about changing your flight. They wasn't making them. They hadn't
They just
canceled
give
it.
you the option. They have
You should think about
5
it.
or 6 day window that they give you to kind of
And of
push
course,
it
I
back
was
or
telling
change it.
them what you all were telling me, just hang on, don't do it yet. But of
It's
course, they
easier
could
when
have
it's not
changed.
you.
They could have changed, but they wanted to go ahead and come
Yeah.
home Sunday if they could.
If they could.
So then they ended up, while we're there, they ended up knowing their flight was canceled.
Yeah,
on
theirs
Sunday.
did get canceled. And ours, I think we did end up looking at it later, and I think ours actually made it out that Saturday morning.
Our
but
original 5 a.m. flight
Yeah.
did indeed
Yeah.
take off.
Well,
But
because it
but we
didn't
didn't risk
end
it.
up, because I think it was
storm hit later
1
that
o'clock
afternoon.
in the
Yeah.
afternoon before the storm actually hit here. Because
Yeah.
I was asking, we were all texting home, what's it like? What's
Yeah.
happening?
So it did make it out, but that was so much to risk because there was literally no option for us. And then as soon as we kind of started coming up with a driving backup plan for Friday, I logged into the app, and sure enough, it had hey, there's a severe weather event.
So I
Would
think
you
we
like
did
to
that on
change your
Thursday,
flight?
didn't we?
It was
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Wednesday we did it.
Because we had church that night. We
Yeah.
told people that we had changed it.
Yeah.
And so, so I was like, we had just gotten done talking about driving, and I was like, wait, I was like, we can change our flight now.
Yeah.
And
then
so
we were
all
trying to find.
hopped
So then,
on.
yeah, we're all on there. We're trying to find. We're all just starting to book what we can find, just
And
two
well,
at a
here's
Two,
the
time.
thing.
two seats on this flight, two
Yeah.
seats on
Everybody
that flight.
was rebooking flights, so it was almost like booking your lightning lanes, right? Like
Yeah.
times were popping up and they were available, and if you didn't grab it right then, they weren't available. So
Oh, yeah.
initially, we booked on 2 separate flights for Friday.
Yep.
Because we couldn't get 4 seats on the one we really wanted. So Michelle and Courtney booked on, it was like a 2:45 p.m. And then Logan and I were on they were a nonstop. Logan and I had one that did a layover in Fort Lauderdale. And of course, you got to start looking at where those layovers are.
Oh, yeah,
because
for
if
sure,
it's
'cause
the-
then you can't
that's
get
gonna
out.
get canceled
Yeah,
too.
because we had
Yeah.
to skip some layovers that were west of us.
Yeah, so we
because
figured
they
Fort
would have had
Lauderdale
snow
would be a
first.
safe
Oh, yeah.
layover. So Logan and I booked on like a noon flight but they would get in about 30 minutes apart.
Yeah.
So we felt like that was okay. But Logan and I sat there for the rest of the afternoon just refreshing the app.
Well, because while we were still on, like Courtney would yell, "It's there!"
Yeah. and then
then
I would
you'd
go
go
to grab
look
it and
and-
it'd be gone.
And so
Gone.
then we started sharing confirmation numbers, and I'm like, "I'll look too." And so then it's there. Oh no,
all of you
it's
were
just
trying to work.
one.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were all working. Logan
Yeah.
was driving at some point, and so
Yeah.
once Logan got home, we both just sat there and refreshed. And it took us about 4 hours total, but we were and within that time span, we were able to move me over, and then we moved Logan over, and we all got on the same flight.
And it was wonderful because it was at 2:45. So
Yes.
in the meantime, I called Hilton, got Hilton to cancel that.
because they honored it because it was a weather
And it was because of
scenario.
the weather. So don't everyone call yelling at Hilton if they don't
Yeah.
give you your money back on a pre-book, because
Yep.
they're not.
Yeah.
It was only
Most of the time,
because of the
it's going to be
storm.
non-refundable. But if
Yep.
you've got a severe weather situation, they're going to work with you.
And the
Hopefully
hotel
work
was
with you.
literally in the middle of the
Yeah.
path of the
They
storm.
knew what was coming.
Yeah. And so I wasn't the only one calling.
Yeah.
So
and I will say, in defense of Tennessee and the South, this did end up being one of those really, really, really terrible storms.
oh yeah, the people in Nashville
I mean,
are
it
still
was
that are all without, when the governor and the
inches of
National
ice.
Guard are in Nashville trying
Yeah.
to cut trees down. It's
We're
bad.
6-7 days out from when it hit, and there's still people that don't have power.
Yeah. The only place I will say that I have heard is worse is Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that's because it's so rural.
Yeah.
And so they just don't, the people can't get there to get them because one of their interstates, and I can't remember what it's called. It might be 55. I can't remember what the name of it, but anyhow, it was like down.
Yeah.
So like all the extra
Can't get
power
people
truck
in.
people couldn't even get there,
Yeah.
which is terrible.
So it was one of those storms that was warranted panic, and we almost didn't even weren't even sure we'd get back to Tennessee, but at that point we were fine being snowed out of Tennessee.
Ultimately, we
Exactly.
got extra time at Disney
Yep.
for
Yes,
pretty
because we
much
went down the night
a
early.
very small amount of money.
Yeah. And
Well-
we did. So we went ahead and we weren't going to try. The cheapest Disney resort at that point was like $300 for the night, I think.
Yeah, because now we're
Because
getting
all
there
of
a day
Yeah,
early.
we had to get in a day early. So, of course, we needed to book a hotel for that night.
And the sad part is, and we're all in this room. We're pretty much stay on property people. Mm-hmm. But in this situation, we
Yeah,
were
you're trying to
literally going to
save money
get there in
still.
time to sleep.
Yep.
And you're not going to get to enjoy the resort.
Yeah.
So-
We ended up getting into the hotel at night at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, if it had been like All Stars and it'd been like $150
Yeah.
and you're on property because they would move your luggage, that would have been way worth it. We would have done it. Saved us,
But being
saved you an
cheerleading
Uber.
season, all of the value resorts were gone.
Yes. Thank you.
So we only
rah-rahs.
had moderates available. So we ended up just booking a Good Neighbor resort over by Disney Springs. It was a Fairfield Inn over in like the Marriott Village.
Yeah.
So it was literally like a 5-minute drive from Disney Springs. But the next morning we had maybe a 10-minute commute over to Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah, and it smelled. Logan loved the way it smelled.
The lobby had
I'm a big fan of hotel smells. They always smell
I
good.
am too, but mostly Disney
And
ones.
it smells like vacation.
But they make it, they
I have
very
stayed at a couple of
Disney-esque.
JW Marriotts that I thought also smelled like money as well. But
Oh, the Fairfield didn't smell like money. No.
it did.
It just smelled like vacation.
It was the least expensive one over there, though.
Yeah, I think it did smell. I mean, to me, that's what I mean when I smell it. It reminds me of money because I mean, people they're pumping that smell
That
in for
smell
you,
of Disney in there.
and it's so Disney. It's
They're a
like
Disney neighbor
they're
hotel, so
Disney.
they're
You got it. They got to keep
Yeah.
up because
I
they
still
need
wouldn't
you
call
to
that
stay.
money.
yeah.
Oh, I
No,
do.
we
'cause it's
and we
leaking.
could
It smells
have
like money.
It's leaking. It's
we
leaking.
could have stayed over at
make
the
it sound like it was
airport,
expensive.
maybe for a cheaper rate, but for all of us, we felt like getting there, being close to Disney. So the next morning, we
Yeah,
are getting
it would be
everywhere
a good-
closer.
Yeah.
Well, getting in
we-
early that night, that evening, we got to do Disney Springs.
Right.
We got to go ahead and eat at Deluxe Burger, which is one of all of our favorite spots to
Mm-hmm.
eat. So we're already knocking some things off of our list on an
Pre-shopping.
extra night.
Yes, we
Yeah.
did do some, although I wasn't at my best because
Yeah, Michelle was tired.
I had gotten really, really tired. Like that was a long day.
Yeah.
But flying is always, it's just as long as driving.
Yeah.
It's
But
just different.
It was nice to get some bonus time at Disney Springs.
Oh, we got to get
and-
we got a quick look at the merch.
Yep. We bought
And
a few things
Had some
already.
good food. Oh, we did.
Quick look. Got a quick purchase of the merch.
I bought a sweatshirt.
Well, you never know with the merch if you're going to see it again.
But I was
True.
cold. I needed the sweatshirt. It was an emergency.
It was a balmy
And it
75.
saved me.
And
it
everyone back
saved
home was
me.
dealing with the winter storm.
But don't you remember I put it on and my whole life
rejuvenated
changed.
you.
You got re-energized.
I did. It
Yeah.
was like I'm like I'm all good now.
the
I can
magic
make
of
it to the
Disney
Uber.
was in your sweatshirt.
Yeah, the magic. It was there. I didn't shop that night like I normally shop.
No, we were just kind of
I
getting
was
some ideas.
tame.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
There were a few
the-
things we all had seen like online that we knew we wanted, that we made a few purchases that night while they had our sizes and
Yes.
had it in stock. And
Had some
then-
friends that wanted a few items,
Yeah.
so we were double checking those.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to stay out too late that night because the benefit of flying in that early was that we could at least get a good night's sleep before our next day, which was going to be a long park hopping day. So
Yeah.
we were responsible and we did go back to the resort or the
Yes.
hotel at a decent time.
We had a
There were-
couple. Ooh, just would like to mention. I'm not sure if my friend Caitlin listens, but I have a shoe friend that lives down there, and she's my shoe fairy. And I had picked up a new pair of the Run Disney
Oh, yes. That's
Brooks
right.
with the castle on them. And so I did get my shoe delivery that
Yes.
night. So that was very nice.
Yeah.
I had two good things happen: a sweatshirt
Yeah,
and my
sweatshirt
new
and
shoes.
shoes.
really rejuvenating and
It was
after a long
so
day.
rejuvenating.
You wore those shoes every day, so they must have been.
I
comfy.
did. They
That's
were
true.
good.
That's true.
There were. I was gonna say there were a lot of people checking into that specific hotel too.
Yeah.
I think
I think-
a lot of plans changed.
Yep.
You had a lot of people extending their stay or getting there early,
Yeah.
and this was a hotel that not only we but other, I think your in-laws stayed there
On the way home.
We talked to people at the parks that were going to stay there, so this ended up being a very popular extended stay hotel.
And I think they have free breakfast.
Yep.
Like giving the shout out to the
Continental
Marriott
breakfast,
hotels,
yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
Yep.
like they had free breakfast. It was clean.
Super
They were
clean, very
nice. If you can view this as a negative or positive, it just depends on who you are. But they were two doubles, not two queens.
Yeah, the beds were actually doubles, not queens, but
I mean, but it worked.
for a night's sleep,
It's Disney
it was
people. You're
great.
just sleeping.
yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
took care of us for the night and set us up the next morning. We were able to call. We used the lift because overall they ended up being cheaper most of the weekend. Anytime we looked at, I think we had one Uber.
We had one Uber that
that we
came in really
used.
clutch
Yeah.
one night because
The
lift-
Disney Springs night.
Yeah, the Disney Springs
Yeah.
night because the
lifts
lift
were
kept
like 20 minutes away.
It was 5 minutes away, and then it was 15 minutes away.
It was
and
weird.
then
And we
it was
had that
20
happen at the airport.
And so we
couple of
canceled
times
it
got the
and
lifts.
got the Uber, and it was right there.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
weird.
and when I canceled, I never was charged.
Yeah, they didn't charge you. But yeah, so we had a couple issues with the lifts, with the times changing after we booked them, but overall they were cheaper. And then so that next morning we stuck with the lift though, and we went over to Animal Kingdom Lodge to check in.
man.
At the very least, we were hoping to drop off our bags, but we were really hoping the room would be ready. And as luck would have it, our room was ready.
And the goal was to keep Michelle from oohing and ahhing too much at the resort so that we
Take
could
it in.
take it
Take it
in,
in.
Now
and
leave.
move it on.
But we have to get to the park still.
Because
This
we
is a
had
park
stuff
day.
to do.
Yeah. And we did decide we weren't going to be crazies and try to do early entry rope drop, even though we could have now. Originally, we weren't expecting
And we
to
really did discuss it.
Yeah.
Well, and originally,
But we didn't need to.
Originally, because our flight was
Yeah.
going to get in at around 8 or 8:30, we went ahead and pre-booked our lightning lanes for
like
Animal
10.
Kingdom for like 9:30, 10.
Yeah.
So we could have rope dropped, but it would have messed some
Yeah.
things up
And we
anyway.
just didn't want to kill ourselves on that first day.
because we
Well-
would have had to get up at what time?
Oh, like 5,
Yeah.
To
5:30.
Uber over to the Animal Kingdom Lodge
Yeah.
to check in to then
get
rope
on the
drop.
bus.
Where you knew that your room most likely, I mean,
At that point, may
it
not
probably
have been.
still would have been ready,
Yeah.
but we didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it worked. And I
It would have
mean,
been a lot. And
we all
weren't-
know I would have been dragging terribly.
Yeah.
Terribly. Y'all would have been trying to
We-
push me to the bus.
wanted to set ourselves up for success. So,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, we left the room, 7:30 ish?
Yeah.
So like we didn't sleep in, but we left at a decent time. Got there, the room was ready. Kind of took in the resort. Honestly, we had a very nice walk back to
pixie
our
dusted.
room.
Saw
Yeah.
saw a giraffe
Yeah, we
right
got
away.
pixie dusted a little bit with a partial Savannah view,
Yeah.
which we were
Yeah,
not
because we thought we were
expecting.
just going to have resort view.
Yeah.
And listen, for everybody who's wondering what partial means, right? Because I always think of partial as the same as obstructed.
Yeah.
But it's not.
No, we had a full on.
We had a corner. It was a whole corner. Now, it just so happens that a zebra, the same giraffe came multiple
like
days.
2 or 3 times.
And we had all
there were a
kinds
bunch of
of
little
Lots
like
of
deer
deer.
guys
special,
over there, though.
huh?
There were a bunch of deer and like
Yeah, we
the
had all those
secondary-
little deer.
Yeah,
We had some birds.
like the one deer came like right up to our balcony one morning.
Oh, with the little vulture,
Yeah.
vulture bird.
So it was a partial savanna in the sense that like the giraffe and the zebra, like the big ticket animals, it was the corner of their part of the savanna.
Yep.
But we still had a grassy area that had
Oh, yeah.
other animals in
And
it.
I think they like to kind of hide over there.
Yeah.
Like, kind of get out of the
I
way.
think we got
you know
a
what
good
I mean?
corner. Yeah.
And so we're like looking at, and I'm like,
Yeah. Immediately there was a giraffe there.
There's
like
a
Logan
giraffe.
said. So it's like, oh,
right there.
great.
Yeah.
And then we very quickly debated, wait, we are still going straight, right? Like we're dropping and going, right? We're not
Yeah.
sticking around, right?
We were
Right.
we were
Right.
tempted, but
Right.
we did drop our
Snapped a bunch
bags.
of pictures.
Yeah, took some pictures, ooh and awed over the room because it was very nice.
And I promise you all, we are going to discuss Animal Kingdom Lodge in detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
But
do
right now, we
a
are
full
not.
episode
Yeah.
on it, but there's a lot to break down, so we're actually gonna do a separate episode on
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom Lodge. But
But we kinda
did make
dropped-
So let's drop
Yeah.
our luggage now and get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We pretty much took a few photos,
Yep.
dropped the bags,
Got our park gear.
got our park gear, caught the
and
bus.
Went to the
Went to
bus
the
was there
stop.
like right when we got there.
Yeah, like we had to kind of kick it in
Which
gear
is
to
great
get down there
timing.
because we were so excited. Because
Yeah.
that probably was only about the third bus that morning,
yeah,
probably.
we were still pretty there decently early.
Yeah.
And headed straight to Animal Kingdom for our first park of the day, where we did get to ride Dinosaur one last time.
R.I.P. It's done now.
It was our first ride we
At
did.
the time this airs, it's
Yeah.
done, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
So sad.
it'll be gone.
So sad. It's coming back,
We
but
couldn't-
not ever the same.
Yeah, we couldn't find a single piece of dinosaur merch because they don't make it.
We
So
tried.
That was a missed opportunity
tried really
on
hard.
Disney. There was a pin at one point, but it sold out like
Yeah.
ASAP.
Yeah, and we didn't try to break anything. to bring back a piece of it.
Yeah.
So
In hindsight,
that was
no, I'm
good.
just kidding.
Yeah, should have done that.
But that was our first ride there. We rode that for the last time. We got our Vietnamese coffee that we had been dreaming
good.
about.
Others of us got a macaw and a tiger tail.
Yeah.
It's a tiger tail.
Yeah. But
Very
we
important.
enjoyed that. Kind of took this whole trip, we were really able to kind of take our time and just take in moments, rest, you know.
And we weren't worried about this whole trip. The kind of was I know Logan's newer to the group as far as going to Disney, but we're breaking him in. But the rest of us now are to the point where like we love it enough that we're not saying if.
Yeah.
So, you know, if there are any Disney haters, listen, I don't know why you're listening because this is all about Disney love, but we like it. So we're going to keep going. So this trip was about, we know we're not going to probably do everything, but let's all talk about what we want to do and we get along great and we travel great together. So then let's just pick those things.
We had a very large list of to-dos.
We
but
did.
we also knew we're not doing this is not a check every box, do everything possible at this park.
And all of us are all about usually getting our money's worth.
Right.
Like we all know I love to rope drop, stay till close, do
everything at
do
every single
single thing.
Even if you don't like it,
yeah,
do it.
even we're doing it. Country Bears, get in there.
Hey, we did that. And it was fun.
But
Jordan and I did a lot of things this trip I've never done before.
yeah, Carousel of Progress. Yeah. So I mean, you know, but that was the goal, and that's kind of what we did. We had a few things we wanted to get done at Animal Kingdom. Snacks, check.
Yep. Got those.
Dinosaur, check.
Everest. We walked over to Everest after Dinosaur.
Some of our friends did that.
Yeah.
But
what did you get while we were on
my
Everest?
friends, if you're on the video, you will see my little buddy Scar.
Is that when you got Scar?
That's when I got
That
Scar.
early?
While you were on Everest.
She had it that early in the day.
And I knew he was
her saying
there.
that she walked over.
I knew he
like,
was supposed
I'm gonna go
to
check
be
out
there.
the popcorn.
And I thought,
over here.
if he's there, I'm getting him. I wasn't quite prepared for his size.
He's big.
And you had to carry him the rest of the day.
And
'cause this is
then
part
you
one.
can't
And Eddie.
You can't buy Scar and not buy his little friend Ed. Do it again.
Anybody not on YouTube right now, go take a look at it.
Yeah, go take a look at it
That's a
just
really
because you
good
want
Scar.
to. I mean,
And the Ed Sippers.
they
really
did a
good
great job
Yeah.
with those. So
we came out of Everest and she was laying down on a bench with Scar and Eddie next to her.
they had the lake view. I was in the amphitheater. I'd already
very
had some
comfy.
popcorn and I was resting, preparing for the rest of the day. And my little friends were with me.
Yep.
So other than Scar beating the fire out of everybody, Courtney, he irritated Courtney the rest of the day. You loved him.
You hung
didn't
him from the
Courtney?
back of your backpack and he just banged into people.
Yeah.
He has this long
Anytime
tail
she
that's
slung
kind of
her
a
backpack
rubber.
over her shoulder, Scar went flying. And if it didn't hit me, it was going to hit a wall or it was
Or a
going to
kid.
hit someone
Anyone
else.
who's traveled with me and been around for my balloon purchases knows that I either smack you with a balloon or a popcorn bucket. Take your pick.
He did not go with us the rest of the days, but he did
No.
hang out with us that whole day.
Yes, because he was just really to come home.
For
He
3
wasn't
parks.
really to get popcorn.
Yep. But
Before Everest, was it before or after Everest that we saw the show?
After.
oh no, we did do it before.
Right? Yeah.
We
Yeah, I
had
think
because
it
we
was.
had a late.
We had
Our other goal that we wanted to see that day at Animal Kingdom was a new Zootopia Better Together show, which is replace It's Tough to Be a Bug Under
Better
the Tree.
Together.
Better Zootopia, sorry. And we had a lightning lane for it at like 11 or noon. But at the point of our day when we were right next to it, that's where we had our Vietnamese coffee and the tiger tails.
5 minutes.
And it was like 5 minutes. And we were like, let's just do it real quick before we head back to everything in case it gets long. And at that point, we figured we'd probably leave before the lightning lane. So we
Then we
did
could just
it.
switch that lightning lane
To something else. So we did it real quick, which ended up being good because by the time we would have gotten around to it, it was like a 40-minute wait.
Yeah. And for all the folks that are out there, I know it's gotten mixed reviews. As someone who was a true fan of Bug's Life, because I loved it. All the scariness and except that thing that poked me in the butt that time.
I enjoyed it. There's still a lot of the elements of it stuff to be a bug, like the special effects in the chairs and stuff that they still use.
Yeah, because that little thing ran under the chair, didn't it?
They're
But not as bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. There was the mice that were
the
instead of the cockroaches,
mice
they were
instead
mice.
of the bugs.
But it was cute. I thought it was really well done. It was super cute.
It's not scary.
Was something there's supposed to be like a giant Clawhauser animatronic that's supposed to work, but he was not working while we were in there. So he didn't appear, so we didn't get to see him. But I mean, kudos to Disney for having a backup plan because you wouldn't have known something was missing in the show. I had just seen pictures and videos of him. But really good. I really liked the show. I think it's cute to take your kids to. It really enjoyed it. Good air conditioned moment to go and sit in. So highly recommend it. But yeah, we did do that first and then switched our lightning lanes. Because our next stop after Animal Kingdom was going to be Hollywood Studios.
And we pretty much, that's all we did.
That's all we did
at Animal. We got our picture with the tree.
Yeah.
Shopped a little.
We made sure we did the shops because if you are into Disney merch, like Animal Kingdom does a great job there with those two shops. They're really, really good.
But
Courtney and I got magic bands.
We knew we didn't need to ride the safari ride because we were staying at the lodge.
We
weren't going to ride
safari.
We weren't going to ride the river rapids, whatever ride in 70 degrees.
And Navi and Flight of Passage
were like 90 minutes plus.
And we decided that we were not doing
they would be
lanes.
Bonuses if we happened to catch them at a good wait time, but they were not at a good wait time.
So we did everything we wanted at Animal Kingdom before lunch.
Yeah, we left around lunchtime.
And we got and decided not to eat lunch there. Yeah. Because we had taken care of our breakfast food there. Mm-hmm. So we moved on to Hollywood where we had already started stacking rides.
Yep, that's where we're moving.
Because the goal was Logan had never ridden Rockin'.
Yep.
And wanted to.
Yeah.
I've never ridden Rockin'. And I still haven't. So, but that was one of the goals because it can be up and down. Mm-hmm. Like it can go down.
Yeah. And
during a day.
The very first time we went there, it was down. Like it was not working. And then the second time Logan and I went, it was being refurbed. So he's never had a chance to ride it. And he wanted to be able to see it before it gets rethemed to Muppets. And we figured we were not planning on going back to Hollywood until our last night there. Yeah. And we were like, what if it's not working? So we decided to give ourselves 2 chances to get there. So we headed straight over to Hollywood after Animal Kingdom, took the buses over, and we got them on rocking.
I think our top 3 things for this trip were Zootopia show, Dinosaur, Rockin'.
And the Starlight Parade.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
No. For me, because Rockin's not my deal, buddy.
Starlight was her rockin'.
About the instigators that led to this trip initially. Not Zootopia as much. No. We talked about Rockin' months ago.
Dude,
we talked about Dinosaur months ago.
That's how
we got you on board to go. Mine was just to go do it all.
Yeah. Michelle just wanted to go to Disney.
I'm the one that goes back and listens to the episodes. I remember what was discussed.
That's what I can.
Anyway, point being, we did all of that within the first 5 hours.
Yep. Yeah. We got you on Rockin'. What were your thoughts? Did you like it?
Yeah, it's great.
Did we do that as soon as we got there?
No, we did lunch first.
We ate lunch.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about lunch real quick. Because that was the highlight for me.
Woody's
we went to Woody's Lunchbox.
Yeah.
And you guys had never been there.
We'd never been. We ate a lot of places we'd never eaten.
So we had that. Y'all got tacho bowls.
Yeah, we got tacho bowls and the grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Mm-hmm. That's what I had.
And Pop-Tarts.
Oh, and Pop-Tart.
Yeah. They had the was it raspberry?
Raspberry, and then there was a hot cocoa one.
Which both
I had the hot cocoa before. I've had that one before.
That was their like seasonal one.
And I like the raspberry better.
That lunch was so good.
But the lunch was really, really good. We had some great seat vultures.
Yeah.
Because it was warm that day in the sun, so it would have been hot to sit in the sun, and they got us a nice seat in the shade.
Yeah, because it is all outdoor seating there.
Yeah, and then we moved on.
Mm-hmm. And then I think we headed over to Rockin' after that because we were lightning lane.
And we had 2 other goals there, and that was also part of some of that was the new villain show because Courtney and I missed out on that in May because it opened while we were there.
Yeah, you guys were there like the day.
And we also missed out on resurgence of the Little Mermaid.
Yes.
Because that also opened while we were there and was crazy busy. So we got to do Rockin'. We did both those shows.
Yep, we did
Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Oh, yeah.
That day.
Yeah.
We actually did a lot more there that afternoon than I thought we were going to get to
Yeah,
do.
me too.
But we were just very efficient.
We were
with
pretty,
the
we did
time.
real,
And y'all
real
did
well.
Star Tours.
Yeah,
y'all did
that's
Star
true.
Tours.
And you
y'all
guys
did that one.
Because
Yeah.
you got a chance to meet Jiminy Cricket.
Yes.
And you had actually already bought your
I had
little-
already bought my new Jiminy.
Yeah,
He's also
she got
up here
a
on
Jiminy
the top row.
shoulder pet.
We'll cover Figment later.
And then the character meet and greet, he was out, but we just missed an opportunity for you to
Yep.
meet him. So you wanted to go back and meet him. Jordan and I were looking for a piece of merch over near Star Tours, and y'all don't ride that anyway.
Nope.
Yeah.
So we just rode that real quick.
Yeah. And we could have actually, we needed to be at Magic at a certain time, or we could have done
More.
a whole lot more at Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we knocked off everything we were wanting to accomplish that day to make our second Hollywood day a little more,
Yes.
you know,
And the villain
less pressure.
show, super good.
Yeah,
I thought
super
it
cute.
was very
Yep.
well done.
A lot of fun.
Nice and air conditioned.
Live performers.
Live performers. They do a really good job with it. It's not scary villains. So it's super, super cute.
Yeah.
And then the Little Mermaid also kept it, I mean, a lot of what it used to be like, but with better technology.
Similar, just kind of upgraded puppets, and Ariel moves a lot more when she has her fin on, which usually she kind of just was pretty stationary. So
But still some black light. Still, I mean, it was still very, very good.
yeah, and she
and that
still
kind of
sings
thing.
live. There's still live
Basically a
aspects to that.
15-minute live version of the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
was very
exactly what it
Little
is.
Broadway.
glad to have it back because I loved
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. And then we needed to get over to Magic.
Yep. Because our goal that night was to see, we wanted to split our Magic Kingdom time and get the fireworks, the Happily Ever After fireworks, and the Starlight Parade done that night. So when we did go back to Magic Kingdom, we didn't have to stress about the shows, because as we've talked about with the shows, they take up a lot of your time when you're trying to get good seats.
Yes.
And so you have to get there
Navigate
really
crowds.
early, navigate crowds, and we didn't want to have to worry about that.
Well, in our Magic Kingdom night, I think it was only one parade.
Yeah, our Magic Kingdom closed at 9 the full day that we got to go there. So we knew time would be short. It was still only open till 10 on that Saturday.
But there have been 2 parades.
Yes,
that
there were going to
day.
be 2 parades and then the fireworks in the middle. So we got there and we actually set up a lightning lane for Tron.
Oh, yes.
Because I've only been on it once. Logan's only been on it once, and we never went on it at night. So
and you got front row.
Yeah, we did end up getting front row
Yeah.
for Tron at nighttime.
Front row, Tron, nighttime.
Doesn't get better.
And
than
you
that.
fit right.
One of the best rides.
Yeah, Logan fit well on it. He had some issues the first time we rode it, but this time we kind of figured
Well,
out.
I thought
a
I
better
had to
spot.
have my
Yeah.
feet in the
I feel like
stirrups,
they told
but
you had to have it in there the first
they
time
didn't.
or something.
They were sticking out this time.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did not
I think
care.
your legs
so
just got to fit
he
behind
fit
the
better.
pegs.
Yeah. So we got to do Tron at night, and then we also ended up doing Haunted Mansion with a lightning lane and Pirates of the Caribbean with a lightning lane.
Yeah.
And then
Y'all tried the cheeseburger spring rolls.
we did.
We did.
Yeah,
We
we
tried-
had a little
I think
snack.
Those
Y'all
were
tried
delicious.
the
Perfect.
pizza ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did one
One of each, right?
one of each.
Yep.
Yep.
Those sauces were so good with
I
them
know.
too.
Right.
Highly
I
recommend it.
skipped out
Yeah.
Yes,
Courtney did not want those. Oh, we did the tiki room that night, didn't we? Or was that the next
No,
day?
that was the next day.
Was that the next day?
Yeah.
Another show I had never done before.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger spring rolls. Never done those
Yeah.
before.
I know. It's so good.
Where did we eat that night?
Was that when we ate at
the-
Pecos?
That was
Yeah,
when we had
Pecos
Pecos.
Bills. Okay.
Yeah.
We did eat at Pecos
That was
Bills,
really good.
which is not one that any of us normally eat at, but we gave it a try since we were over in that
It's not?
area, and it was really,
That's the
really good.
second or third time
well,
we've eaten
we
there.
do. Sorry,
Well,
Michelle normally
I-
skips out on it.
Yeah. Well,
We don't seek it out. We just
but
end
I've
up over
eaten,
there.
End up-
well,
yeah.
and that's what I was gonna say. The past 2 or 3 trips I've been on,
Yeah.
somehow it's not on my
ended
list
up
of places, but I still end up there. But
But
the menu
I feel like the
has
menu
changed.
has
Menus-
been changed
Always
each
changed.
time
Yeah.
we've ate
and it's
there.
about
past
the only
few
option
trips.
over that direction, and they have a ton of indoor seating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So it just makes it an easy choice.
It was
Yes.
really good.
It was
I'd
good.
eat there again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
we
it.
had
Had
nachos,
barbecue
and
nachos.
I had some sort of fries, and they were
Yeah.
very good. And
It was
yeah,
yummy.
it was a good experience. And then we had to get over to
The fireworks.
the fireworks.
And listen, guys, we did not get there an hour beforehand. We just kind of meandered our way over about 30 minutes before
Yeah, it was
showtime.
about 30 minutes before showtime when we started
And-
working our way in.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You're going to see pavement because people, for some reason, don't get the memo that they're going to herd everybody in there together and you're going to be shoulder to shoulder. So when I see pavement, I just keep moving.
Oh, I mean, the guy literally told us, like, just fill in where you see
and
a spot.
Logan was like, Michelle, I think there's some spots up there past that trash. And I was like, let me go see. And I went, yep, there is. Come on. Yep. And so we got right in there. We were right in front of the castle.
Right in front of the castle. The closest that I think most of us have ever been to watch it.
It was a good spot.
And right on a curb.
Yeah.
Which really came in handy when we talked to that guy that was standing next to us. He said, this is a great spot for the parade. We actually have been sitting here since 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
we watched the first parade, and now we're here for the
just stood up and turned around for
fireworks. And so our plan was to watch the fireworks and then stay for the parade. So I told the dude, I was like, hey, if this is a good spot, then we'll just take your spot when you leave. You're leaving, right? He said, oh, yeah, we're out of here.
And Jordan and I were not quite sure because sometimes those people that are kind of down in the street, they're going to have to move. And if they were staying for the parade, they might try to shift our way.
Sure if we'd have to fight for the curb.
And they were high school girls.
And we also weren't sure as people left if we would get trampled or not.
Yeah.
So we were going to agree
backup
to it,
plan
but we were
was
a little
going to go
cautious.
back to, our backup plan was to go back into Liberty Square because this parade goes opposite of what parades at Disney normally do.
It starts at the front at Main Street and ends in Frontierland, where a lot of times they start in Frontierland and end on Main Street. But how were the fireworks, Courtney?
They were great.
Courtney's
I
the
actually
firework
teared
connoisseur
up this time. So
she tears up every time.
I don't always tear up,
She
but
tears up every
I
time.
actually
I think I did too.
I actually teared up this
But
time.
it was really, really good.
Like I actually had to wipe the tears.
And Tink flew.
Yeah, Tink flew. The weather was perfect.
The weather was great. The people around us were really nice. Nobody was ugly.
Yeah, it was
and
just
no one
a
had
nice experience to watch them.
And no one had a medical emergency for this time.
Well,
sometimes I get sucked into that.
Yeah, there was
After the
almost a
parade.
medical emergency after the parade.
That's right.
Toppled over.
Oh no, he did. Yes, he had. That was terrible.
There was an older man that had a scooter and didn't realize the curb was there.
He kind of did a Dukes of Hazzard move off the curb
sidewalk.
Yeah, but he was okay. We helped him get back up, and
his scooter was fine. His pride was not
good. Yeah, he was a little embarrassed, but
and then
he was okay.
We scurried off.
Do you want to say anything about the parade?
Yeah, so the fireworks were over and we turned around and sat on the curb. Just sat down on the curb, didn't get trampled. It was perfect.
And we all got to sit on the curb. It wasn't like anybody was, and we didn't have to pull our legs up. I think we had all talked about that. Sitting crisscross applesauce is hard and difficult for some of us.
Yeah.
But we were able to keep our feet there. I thought, I was concerned after seeing Disneyland, which is probably one of the best parades Disney has ever done. Like the Disneyland parade is...
The evening parade there.
Yeah, the evening parade there is pretty reminiscent of like the Main Street Electrical Parade or Spectro Magic.
Yeah.
This one, I wouldn't say is necessarily reminiscent of those, but is great in its own right.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So like, I think it's beautiful. I think the floats are well done. I don't think it's jam packed, where it's spread out a little bit. And I thought they did a really good job with it. Like, I'm happy it's there. I would love to watch it. If I go back this year, oh wait, I am. And maybe be adding a trip. I'm going to watch it every time I go this year.
Yeah.
Your travel planner already knew about that, but I didn't know that you were adding a trip.
It literally just happened.
Am I going on this one or no?
Just while you were gone. We can talk about it.
Oh, boy.
TBD.
Don't worry about
Ladies and gentlemen, you found out when I did.
We'll talk later.
It's okay.
We're going to Disney World. I think I got to work that weekend.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I'll just put that out there. I love it. I enjoy it. I'm just more conscious of being away.
He's conscious of his finances, which he should be.
I appreciate.
He should be.
I also don't get PTO, so when I travel, I am not getting paid.
This is true.
This is true. Double pay.
But if it helps at all, this is a very quick. Very quick.
The last one was very quick.
No, this is quicker than that.
Quicker than that.
We'll chat later, though. We'll chat later.
Probably not as quick as the one I mentioned to Jordan.
We'll stay on path right now.
So Magic Kingdom was 3 parks, 1 day, a win.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Animal Kingdom Hall is
and it
Hollywood
didn't feel like we were rushing and
No,
running.
for 3
And the
parks.
park closed at 10, not 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We shopped. I mean, it felt like the
We got
smoothest
back
day.
to Animal Kingdom Lodge
At a decent time.
at a decent time, and you could still see what did we see through the window?
A zebra.
A zebra at nighttime. Who knew?
They just let them out all
They
day.
just let them out, and we
Yeah.
did find that out. I was listening to some, and they said, "Oh no, they get to be out all night if they
have
so
access.
choose."
Yeah. They
They
have
get to
access to
do
their
the-
barns.
yeah,
The barns are open for them if they prefer
yeah.
to
So
go
like
in.
they're just out there living their best life, and Ed the zebra. That's my name for him because we had a runaway zebra in Nashville.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
not Eddie the hyena.
not Ed the hyena.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean that was really great. We got to unpack a little bit and get ready for our full day at Magic Kingdom the next day.
So
Yeah.
were you going to say anything about the 3-park day?
No, I was just saying that it
Okay,
was
just
3
make sure.
parks and it really didn't feel terrible because we just took our, hit some highlights, but we really took our time. We never rushed anywhere.
Yeah.
We just casually wandered, I think. I don't think we rushed anywhere. But
Magic
And
Kingdom.
Magic
Day
Kingdom.
2, day 3-ish.
Rope drop.
yeah. Park day 2.
Park day 2, we were rope dropping.
We did the rope drop with Michelle.
And you got to experience the pivot.
Yeah.
The pivot.
Our original plan was to rope drop Peter Pan. We did not pay for a 7 Doors Mine Train, but we had thought if we could catch one later in the day, we might. But we were going to start with Peter Pan. We did the regular lightning lanes. And our rope drop queen, she got in ahead
was
of
first.
the 3 of us. She hopped over to a line that opened up last minute. And
Yeah, that's dirty.
The other 3 of us were too slow.
No, I was calculated that I thought they're not gonna open that, and they did.
There's a
But
lot
I
of
was
drama
glad-
before the,
I was
the
glad he
gates
stayed there.
opened.
There was some drama with this lady and her 2 kids in front of us.
They ended up kind of cutting Michelle.
They cut in front of me to start with.
But she was nice about it.
Those kids were not nice. Anywho, so when we got in, I did end up getting in. I really didn't think I was going to get in ahead of
Yeah.
you guys.
Well, we got on the first bus to Magic Kingdom from our resort. And so we were queued up outside of the park to begin with. So you had to wait for them to open up the turnstile thingies where you scan in.
And we were the
15th person in our line.
yeah. I was gonna say we were
Close.
well within
Yeah.
Michelle's regular rope dropping
Yeah.
day. Like, have I been on the turnstiles?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh well, when they opened the other one up, you might as well have been. We're just standing there, and they're like, "All right, let's go," and then they opened up 2 more turnstiles
Like right
next
next to us.
and
And
people
there I went.
all the
flooded over
people
to
from
it.
behind us
And we were
flooded
on
up.
the
So dumb.
we were on the end closest to the buses anyway.
Yep.
Like we were on that end as you walk up.
We
So
were what seemed like the last line.
I cruised in, and I'm walking really fast doing the shin splint walk, and people are running past me, which you all told me they ran past you too.
yeah, you're not supposed to run.
Yeah,
But
walk,
run
people,
anyways.
walk. That's how people get hurt. And I'm not stopping to help you if you're
We're
running.
not about that run life.
Yeah, they got
We were
first aid
walking-
people.
Oh, I would be glad to race people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's not the rule. So
Yeah.
stop.
And
Yeah.
of course, when you get in now,
Start
you go up, and they're gonna scan you at the Tomorrowland Bridge.
Yep,
That's
for
where the
early
early
entry.
entry, because Fantasyland and Tomorrowland is open.
Yep.
And so I got scanned in.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was trying to book it with the plan going to Peter Pan. But on my way, I thought, I got to look at Seven Dwarfs because we don't have an ILL for
Mm-hmm.
it. So that ride, it gets 50 to 75 minutes,
Yeah.
and it's in the sun.
Yeah.
So I was like, And so when I got up there, we were going to be in what I thought would be the first train. I ended
Mm-hmm.
up being wrong,
It was the second.
but we were
train.
on the second train.
We were the first 25 people.
Yeah.
in line.
Yeah.
And so
Probably
when
the
I got up
7th
there,
group.
but you still don't know if it's going to run. So
Right.
it's a 50-50 shot. Is it going to open on time?
Mm-hmm.
And so I got over there. And of course, when I got in line, I called, and Courtney
Mm-hmm.
was like, "What?" And I heard her go, "She's at Seven Dwarfs." And so she was like,
Luckily,
"We're
it's almost the same direction as Peter
She
Pan.
Right.
said, "We're passing the teacups." And so you guys came up, and I'm like, "Sorry." And then the
Hey,
dreaded,
that was fine. We were okay either way. We were honestly 50-50
We were,
of where to go anyway.
but we all kind of had that same look on our face because not long after that, the cast member said, "It's it's going to be a delayed opening.
I feel like that happens almost every time.
It does every time I get in that line. Which is why I pay
calculated.
I think they're trying to
divert.
Get people to move to other
By
rides.
the time they made that announcement, the park, I mean, you weren't early entry hadn't truly even started.
No.
Nope.
And the line was already 500 people.
Yeah, it was like 8:20 and the line wrapped around.
And I was telling them when we were there that day that I've seen it wrap all the way around the mountain.
Mm-hmm. And it could have for all we
and
knew.
it may
We
have
didn't
been
see how
all the
far
way
back.
wrapped around to the other
And
side.
where we were, I mean, you can say the key is don't get out of line. If they say that, do not get out of line.
If
we
you're
were
close,
so far up.
Yeah.
We definitely weren't.
If you're
getting out of
super
line.
far back, you don't waste your
And
time.
the only reason they're telling you that is so they don't have to do something nice for you if you don't get on. Because they're telling you up front, this ride's
is
not
delayed.
open.
Yeah.
So, like, if you want to stand here, that's on you. It's not like it broke and they needed to give you a lightning lane. And I was like, I think we really need to stay.
Yep.
We all agreed.
Oh, yeah.
And so then we just needed to snag a Peter Pan, which
Later.
you can snag first thing in the morning.
Yep.
Like, you can grab one of those. So we stayed, and I think it opened up, quarter till?
Yeah, it was like 8:45. It wasn't bad at all.
We were still on and off.
Yeah.
Right as early entry was ending. And so it was a win, and it's a fun ride. You got to see the queue.
Yeah.
Because when you do the lightning lane, you
walk
don't
you
get to
straight-
see all
yeah.
the stuff that everybody touches that has germs on it.
You get to touch it before the germs.
Yeah,
get
and
on it.
Logan
Yeah, I've
did.
never seen any of that.
Yeah, like the barrels turn with the jewels and all that stuff.
Got to kind of play with that as you walked through before all the little children touch it. So
Yeah.
that
And
was
so-
good. And we were on the second train.
Yeah, and we did all the things that that morning that like we weren't rushed.
No.
We did really well. I mean, we took time to eat.
Yeah, we ate breakfast at Friar Nook's. Tried some breakfast there, which
Was new for us. I have not had breakfast there ever. I've eaten there, but not for breakfast. So I
That
had
was-
some sort of little donuts.
There were 2 or 3 things Jordan had mentioned in the previous episode that she wanted there, and we got like the mac and cheese hand pie.
The breakfast bagel sandwich
yeah.
was really
It
good.
was
That's
really
what. Yeah,
good.
Courtney and I got the breakfast
Yep.
bagel sandwich and shared that, and then we got the donuts and we all shared those.
Yep.
Those were good.
Yeah, those
So
were
I
good
thought
too.
that it was a win.
Yeah, that was really yummy. And then we started off our lightning lane over at Philhar Magic and went from there.
And so for anyone listening who's like, why? I thought they knew what they were doing. Why would you do that?
Oh, like the cast member that let us in.
Yeah, he didn't even have
He's
the
like,
So
"You
lightning
have
guys-
lane
a
open
lightning
yet."
lane for Philhar Magic.
Like, we're
The
playing the
reason-
game, bro.
And he knew as soon as we said, he was like, oh, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So he was like, here you go, scan in.
Yeah.
Because you have to scan in once you scan in, all the tiers are broken.
Yep.
So once you do that, now you've
You can get
opened up
any
the
ride you
entire
want.
world, whether you're park hopping.
Yep.
That's real important too.
Yeah, it opens up the other parks if you're park hopping, and then it gets rid of all of the tiers if you're staying within that park.
So now Space Mountain is the same as Small World. So
Peter
now
Pan,
you can just
yeah.
grab them.
So you can
grab
switch
them.
one of the ones you've already pre-booked, or you can go ahead and book your next one at 9 a.m., which
Yeah.
is when you
You
scan
want to
in.
try to get as close to 9 a.m. as possible. And sometimes the only ones that have 9 a.m.s when you go in there to make it is the one that you would never use a lightning lane on normally.
And that's
like
one
Philhar
that-
Magic.
And that's one that we like anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna
like
watch it
it's
anyway.
really cute. I love
And
it.
Honestly, it's a reliable one.
Yep. It
More
doesn't
often
break.
than not, it's not breaking down. So you know that you're going to be able to scan in at 9 o'clock versus, oh, this ride is broken. And then
Yeah.
you can't get any more lightning lanes until you scan into that
Exactly.
one.
Exactly.
So
I
we
think
had
we
a
did that
safe
before
bet.
breakfast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we would have
Yeah.
done that right after. But anyway, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. The
But I
order.
mean, we did all the things. We
And that- you can just list everything. We did Dumbo the night before, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did do
we
Dumbo.
did.
But we
We
did.
did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we'd already done Dumbo. We did
Small
Little
World.
We did the Little
Little
Mermaid,
Mermaid.
Voyage of the Little Mermaid,
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain.
You guys did Tron again.
Oh, we did.
We did.
Space Mountain was our tier 1.
You
right?
found some merch for me while I was
Yes.
on that I was looking for a
Yep.
friend. We did
Carousel of Progress,
which Logan had never done.
Nope, never
There's
done
a
that one.
great big beautiful tomorrow.
Courtney
Wow.
did indeed
On
take a nap.
Courtney took a nap
shining
and
Can't
at
then
the
confirm.
end of every day.
It's a good nap.
Yep.
It's
Midday.
one of our favorites.
Yeah. We did People Mover.
Did People Mover. We did not, the only 2 things over there we did not do. One is down, Buzz Lightyear.
Yep.
And
Refurb.
The,
Tomorrowland
Orbiter.
Speedway.
Astro
Oh, we
Orbiter.
did
Oh,
three
didn't do
things, yeah.
Tomorrowland Speedway.
yeah.
And the fake go
Astro Orbiter is the one I was
But we
thinking
just
about.
didn't want to. We could
Yeah.
have done them, but we
Could have
just
done
didn't
them.
want to.
Had time.
We did Laugh Floor over there.
Yeah, we
later.
did lap floor.
We did the teacups.
Yep.
We did almost everything in Fantasyland except Winnie the Pooh. Right?
Yeah, because I just had a long line. Andor was down for
And
part
was-
of the
we
day.
did get a Peter Pan Lightning Lane for later. Moved
Sure
it
did.
up to like 3:00. Got
Yep.
it done.
We did,
Road Pirates again.
Yep, pirates.
And we
Tiki
had a
Room.
jungle- We did Tiki Room. We had a Jungle Cruise Lightning Lane.
Yeah.
We rode Pirates again.
Aladdin carpets. Courtney didn't
Courtney
get wet by
mentioned
the
Yeah,
the
you said
carpet.
carpet.
Yeah, she
Yeah, I
said
said
carpet.
carpets.
the camel. Didn't get her.
Tiana's, right? We did Tiana's.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, Thunder Mountain's down.
Yeah.
We did. Did we do Haunted Mansion again?
No.
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 Couldn't remember.
We didn't do that one a second time. We had a really nice coffee break
Yes.
that was much needed.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the middle of our day, had a couple of their specialty coffees
they had
over
bees.
there. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was really
that's
weird.
In Tomorrowland.
Yeah, the big Joffrey
Joffrey's.
station. If you're allergic to bees, don't
Don't go
over
there.
They've got signs out that say
Yeah.
"Be aware of the bees."
They're
Like,
drawn to the syrups over there. That specific location though, because there's so many Joffreys in the other parks.
And
that
there
have
were
no
bees,
problem.
guys, inside there with those people making
Yeah.
those coffees.
You could see
so
the bees.
They're committed.
Yeah.
Because I'm not
I
doing
was
it.
very thankful for them.
Yes.
Because that coffee break brought us some much needed life.
Yes.
At
Yeah.
that point in the day.
Yep.
We were all kind of feeling it.
I also,
Ooh, you go ahead.
no, I was going to say, I also got a frozen lemonade that day.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That, yeah.
Oh, and my pineapple Dole Whip cake thing.
Yeah, we got a Dole Whip that night. One of the other key things we did that day during all of these things you're mentioning is sometimes when you go to Disney in January on a Sunday or a Saturday, your favorite football team may or may not be playing
Oh, yeah.
in a very important playoff game. So I actually had the Denver Broncos game pulled up.
Poor Broncos.
We watched it in lines. We watched
Yes.
it during the coffee break. We watched it
I had my
at the
Bronco-
bathroom breaks.
Bronco Minnie Mouse ears on.
And Jordan does have Bronco mouse ears.
Yes.
So
And
she
That
wore
was
the-
a compliment.
you got a lot of
Yeah,
compliments.
There were
throughout
a
the
lot
park.
of Denver Bronco
Yeah, there were
fans there
several
that day.
Broncos fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to point that out
Yeah.
that we didn't.
We
miss the
did
game.
watch that throughout the day. It was very
It
disappointing.
actually came in handy because the whole 3-hour stretch of the game where there was a lot of times where we were in line
or
Yeah.
coffee break.
coffee break, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
We kept up
on
with the
Carousel
other-
of Progress where you can just watch
And
it.
we kept up with the other game when it was on, just so that we kind of knew,
Yeah.
and the coaching carousels.
Your
Yeah.
team
yeah,
losing is a little bit better when you're at Disney.
Yeah.
you just took the ears off and put your new backup
I
pair of ears
sure
on for the
did,
rest of the
though.
night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle gets all the coach updates.
Yeah,
all
I
the
got-
NFL updates.
I like to keep up with all the news. But we did all of that good stuff. We had
Yeah.
good snacks.
We ate lunch at Pinocchio's.
yes,
Got some good food there.
that was our grumpy cast member.
Their soda system was down and the cast members were a little stressed out.
and didn't understand what carbonation meant.
Yes.
Yep. So, yeah.
Like-
But minus that, it was a good experience. Food was all, I love
Yeah,
their
the food was
I
all
think
good.
it's
It was
good.
really gummy.
And then we ended up, we just kept on going through the night. We knew we were going to want to do some shopping down Main
at
Street
the
because
end
we
of the
didn't do
night.
it all the night before.
Yep.
But we also went ahead and ate at Casey's Corner.
Yeah.
For dinner.
Logan and I
Little
had never
late-
done.
late-
Never
dinner.
had Casey's Corner. Never had Friar Nooks. I had Pinocchio's.
Yeah,
but,
we've done Pinocchio's.
but yeah, lots of new food for
Oh,
us.
yeah. We'd had popcorn.
got
Like, we had a
Dole
really
Whips.
good day. Yeah.
Did we say Tiki Room? We did the
Yep.
Tiki
Yeah, we
Tiki
did
Tiki
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 Room.
Tiki Room.
Country Bears.
Oh, yeah, we
The
did Country
Bear
Bears.
Jamboree, which was fun.
Yes.
Did not do Presidents. We'll have to
No,
do that
Presidents.
next time.
Yeah,
I mean, we
say
we
ate at
did.
Casey's. We ate
Yeah,
at
I
Casey's.
said that. Yeah. We had at Casey's. And so that was it.
And of course, as we
shopped
mentioned, we did
some
not
more.
do fireworks and parade that night because
No.
we did it the
We'd
night
already
before,
did it.
and that really helps
Yeah.
because then you don't have to worry about getting there early.
Yeah.
You
I
can ride
usually-
rides a little quicker when everybody else is at the parade.
Yeah, and I usually tell people that to me, Magic Kingdom, especially if you have littles, let me just say that. If you're grown, you can you can do your days however you want to. But if you have littles, I'm a big fan of a day and a half to 2 days at Magic Kingdom allocated. That way you're not super stressed and you can get it done.
Yeah.
We essentially did a day and a quarter.
Yeah.
And
With
it
the
was
night
fine.
Yeah.
Like, and we got everything done.
It was perfect.
We didn't kill ourselves either.
No.
We took
no.
longer breaks, the coffee
Yeah.
break, the lunch break.
Really
Like
let
Yeah.
ourselves
we would
take
talk.
breaks.
Oh yeah, we just had, we just enjoyed it, and when we did everything,
and we still did all of those things, and we're probably missing a couple of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we had 2 beautiful days. So Saturday and Sunday
Were both-
were near 80 degrees
Yeah.
or
a little
over.
toasty midday, but not bad.
Very nice. I wish I was toasty again.
And we did end up leaving a little early that night from Magic Kingdom because we had accomplished everything. But one thing we really wanted to do was check out the pool area and the water slide at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and that was going to be our last warm night that we had there.
And whether it was warm or not, it's questionable. But it
was in the 70s,
we
which to
did.
some of us
70s.
it felt really cold.
It's not
Yeah.
the best swimming weather, but it
Yeah.
was better than
It's
the next
better
night when
than
it
what
was
was going to
40s.
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did the slide the least. I did it twice,
Yes.
but I went first
You did go down
and went in
first.
sideways and went under.
Yeah.
So all of me
And
got
then
wet.
ran to the hot tub.
And then after the second, went ahead and ran up, did the second slide, and then went to
You
the hot
went to
tub.
the hot tub.
And I got there early, so I had a good
The
spot.
three of us went down the slide a couple more times. Really enjoyed it. Great slide, great pool area there. And then we did go over to the hot tub because it was
Nice
open
hot
a
tub, pretty
little
big.
later. Yeah,
Yeah.
there were a few people
Yeah.
in there and it didn't feel overcrowded. And we game
hot.
planned for the next day in
Yeah,
the hot
yeah,
tub,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is a great way to game plan.
Yeah, I
So,
called that my camp shower.
Yeah. So it didn't.
I did take a real
As in-
shower the next day.
yeah. You
As
got in the
in-
pool, so you don't have to shower.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't. I could just put jammies on, and that's
rinsed
what
off
I
the
go
did.
chlorine.
straight to bed.
Went straight to bed.
But yeah, that was nice. Like it again, just having the extra time.
And that was on Courtney's bucket list because
Yeah.
she missed out on the monorail slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's still thinking about that one from Disneyland.
We'll get
It's
it
a
next
neat
time.
slide.
It closed
Yeah.
at 6.
Someday.
So
Closes too early.
So we went to bed,
yeah.
and then we got up,
Third day.
and that's our last park day.
Yep.
And I ruined some people's day. Wasn't that was the day?
Was it that morning though?
I think it was that morning. Yeah, we were
No,
out
I think
there.
it was
No,
the
it
next
was the
morning.
next-
when
Was it
we
the
went to
next
Disney
morning?
Springs.
Yeah, it was,
Was
the
it the next
Springs day.
morning?
Yeah.
Springs Day?
It was the Springs day.
Wait, which people are you talking
The
about?
Bills.
The
people.
Bills
Yeah,
fan.
that was the next day.
I ruined some people's. If you're listening, I doubt you are, but I didn't mean to ruin your day.
You told them they
I
had
told
Bills
them they
gear
got it.
on,
They had
and you
everybody
told
in
them who
their
new coach
families
was that
wearing it,
morning.
and I go, "Hey, how are you happy about your coach hire?" Because I'm
they're
still
like-
thinking they're crazy for
Yeah.
firing their coach because
Yeah.
I'm a Steelers fan.
And they're like,
And they're
"What
like, "What?
hire?"
Who'd they hire?"
It
And
better
then
not
I-
have been so and so.
And then I had to tell them, "Hey,
And it was
you
so
hired
and
your
so.
offense coordinator." And that lady, she ruined her day. She was upset.
She talked about that.
I
for
think
the
she.
next
I
30
think they
minutes.
left and went home. I mean, and not to home at Disney.
Yeah.
But
that was Tuesday morning.
yeah, that was a different
Yeah.
day. But the next day was our.
We were going to Epcot and then we're going to end at Hollywood Studios. Our main goal was to experience the Festival of Arts at Epcot because none of us have experienced it
And
before.
We'll tell you all right now.
we're gonna do a whole episode.
It
on
deserves its
Festival of the
own
Arts.
episode.
Yes.
But
So
we
just
did-
know we went.
yes, we did. We did go ahead and rope drop Epcot that morning, and we did a different rope drop where we had lightning lanes for all the big rides. So we actually used our early entry to
We
knock
rope
out all
dropped
this.
Little Mermaid.
We,
I mean,
Nemo.
Finding Nemo. Yes.
We rope dropped all of the
And
small
yet again,
rides.
a cast member looked at us like, "Y'all are
Why
rope
are
dropping
you here?
Nemo."
We're like, we have a purpose.
Yeah.
But
We're
we wanted
knocking-
to be done with all of the rides by the time that the countries opened up so we could just take our time and explore the Festival of Arts, which we did. So we successfully
We rode Nemo.
rope
We
dropped.
rode Figment. We
Soarin'.
rode
Track.
Soarin'. We
Soarin'.
rode Test Track with the Lightning Lane. Guardians of the Galaxy, still the best ride with
And
the
then
Lightning
we
Lane.
ended up riding Remy at the end of our time there because we ended in France and were able to score a lightning lane for it
And-
around the end of our day.
And just saying that one took a minute.
it did.
Because that one, guys, it's going to go quick. And Frozen, of course, was down for
Closed.
refurbishment.
So
It
that
closed
didn't
that day. It had closed the day before, I guess, that park
Yeah.
closed. And so we were already down a ride. And then Spaceship Earth, did it ever open?
I think
It
later
did,
in the day,
later
but
in
it
the
was like a
day.
30-minute wait.
So the only
not
things
worth
that we,
it.
the
No.
only rides we didn't
We
ride
didn't ride
there
it.
Well, the two that were down that morning.
were the two that were
The
down.
Living
land
with
and
the Land
Spaceship Earth were
are-
broken down that morning, so
So
they
3
didn't
rides.
get
Oh,
hit.
what was the other one?
Yeah.
So we didn't ride Spaceship Earth. We didn't ride Living with the Land, and Frozen was closed.
Well, yeah, I wasn't counting Frozen.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. So
the two that were
We didn't do
yeah,
Mission
we
Space
didn't
either,
ride.
but that was
Oh.
by choice.
Oh, is that
Four.
still there?
Yeah.
I ignore that. It's like it doesn't even exist.
Me too. And I've ridden it, and I'm not scared to ride many rides, but I've got no interest. If I ever rode it again, I would just ride green.
Yeah.
Courtney's
But-
ridden green.
I've ridden green.
But
and
no,
I got green from that.
We didn't get to do Living with the Land or Spaceship Earth because
And
they were
Living
down
with the
for
Land
so
was
long that
sad
morning.
because I really love that
Yeah,
ride.
But it
But,
was down
too.
for most of the
Yeah.
morning.
yeah, but that aside, great day there.
Mm-hmm.
Since it was a festival, that means there were things to see and eat.
Yes.
So we will talk about those on that episode. But just know it was a great day.
Yeah.
And then we left. What time did we leave there?
5 or 6
And it was
probably.
cold.
The temperature dipped
It was
quick.
The temperature started dropping.
It was a nice
Temperature
warm.
started
It was a
dropping.
nice warm day, and then right as we hopped over to Hollywood, it dipped like
Oh,
20 degrees.
It got cold as we left because we waited for the bus to Hollywood for about 25
And we
minutes.
thought
Yes.
and I was
And y'all were freezing.
whining
I was in
and
shorts.
complaining
Yeah.
the whole time, saying I'm going to
we
die.
thought we were prepared, but Florida wind chill and cold with the humidity, that it just cuts through whatever layer you have.
And yes, we know all of you are back home in the 10-degree ice storm.
Well,
Well, we
the
felt like we
same.
couldn't
But
complain.
we had chosen to go to Florida without knowing about the ice storm. We didn't want to be there in 40 degrees and wind.
And we thought
so
like
we can complain.
like the hope was that we'll get to Hollywood and
Yeah.
we'll be inside
the
of all
hottest
the
part.
buildings
It's always the warmest part. but
and
ooh.
the wind would be cut off.
And it was significantly less than outside of the park, but it was still windy and cold.
So one of
You
us
guys
was
game planned on the bus. Where and what are we going to buy?
I was going to get a jacket, even though my husband was going to say, you didn't need the 2 Disney
Yeah.
jackets you already bought. Why'd you buy that one?
All of us took extra clothes.
'Cause
layers
I'm
with us.
dying.
We thought we did go prepared with warmer clothes.
We did.
We just were not quite prepared enough.
Coats were what we didn't take.
Yeah, because
Like legit coats.
It would
You had
be
layers,
fine.
you had sweatshirts, but
Yeah,
you
we
needed
didn't
more.
take
We
coats.
could have used a coat.
And
Yeah.
so
That
we did need use one. So while some of us were riding Rockin' again, one of us,
So we went to Hollywood because we had the deluxe hours.
Yep.
And so we headed over there, and
Everybody was shopping.
everybody
for a
was
jacket.
shopping for a coat or a jacket.
Stores
Before
are
our cast
so,
members-
Before
Before
cast
dinner.
members,
busy.
yeah, before
and
dinner.
there was a couple. I wanted
Yeah.
a sweatshirt that
Yeah.
only one place had.
Yep.
So we
You
stopped
were
there
in there
first.
for not a jacket, and every single person was swarming this poor gift shop looking for jackets, looking for all it was mass chaos. Everyone was freezing.
They were bringing out racks from the back room of winter coats that they probably
Yeah.
never sell.
And I
Yeah.
would have gotten
They
a
were
jacket
flying.
in there if they'd had
Yeah.
my size in the jacket that I originally thought I'll get,
Yeah.
which would have been reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I
The
say
jackets
reasonably
they were
60
pulling
bucks
out.
or something.
Was
but
it the one you
still.
ended up getting later?
No,
No,
that green.
that-
Remember the
Oh, the
green
green
hoodie?
one, yeah.
The green zip up hoodie. But that's not what I ended up with. So they had a couple jackets, but we needed to get to our reservation.
And we were feeling decent at that time. It hadn't gotten all the way cold, but we were like, we might need to buy jackets. But it was so chaotic, we were not even going to try. So we headed on back to the Toy Story Land area because we had reservations at Roundup Rodeo Barbecue, which you and Courtney have never done before, but Logan and I had been in
Man,
love.
that's
It was
good.
What
really
are your
good.
thoughts? Good?
Oh, it was
So
good.
good.
It was
Yeah.
so
That's-
good.
The
Yay.
mac and cheese
Danny
was
would love
so
it.
simple,
So good.
but it's the best mac and cheese I've had.
And I'm
on Disney
picky
property.
and
I agree.
snooty about mac
There
and cheese.
wasn't anything
and
fancy
it was,
about it.
Yeah.
It was just,
But it was just good.
Good.
It was just good.
It
mac
hit
and
the
cheese.
spot.
It hits the spot.
Oh,
I like the corn, which
No,
is
the
like grilled
salmon.
Parmesan corn. Oh, so they had a specialty salmon that you could. I mean, yes, you can get the brisket, chicken,
Ribs.
sausage, and ribs. That's all you can eat. All you
It's
can
an
eat.
all you care to eat
But
meal
upon request, you could get salmon too
for no
It
extra
was-
charge.
if you want
So
it,
good.
it's no. And once she said that, Logan was like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll try
Yeah.
the salmon." And so it was so. I think it was just you and I that ate
Yeah,
it.
we were the only two that
But
ate
it
it.
was very
I
good.
tried it. It was good.
The brisket was very good, and
I
the
love the
ribs. I
ribs.
had the salmon, the rib. I had a rib, and then I had brisket. And I thought I didn't eat the sausage.
Courtney, I like the sausage.
I liked the sausage.
But I thought it was very, very good. The coleslaw was very good. I did not do
biscuits.
the
Oh,
baked
biscuits
beans.
are good.
The
I'm not.
biscuits
I
were
was not a big,
good.
huge fan of the biscuits,
love
but
the
I'm not a big,
biscuits.
huge fan of bread.
They had peach sweet tea.
That was
Peach
good.
sweet
And
tea was good.
refills. I
But
had about 5
And
of them.
potato
Great.
barrels.
Potato barrels.
Potato barrels.
great server, great experience.
Cute setup.
Tiffany.
Yes, Tiffany.
Shout out Tiffany.
Yeah, very, 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 very good meal. And when we came out of
Fun
there,
atmosphere.
thought I was gonna die.
Because it was cold.
It was so
Very
cold. And so we worked our way because you guys were going to ride Rockin' again. And so I was like leading us through. I'm pinging through the gift shops where you
Trying
can
to
just go down that to stay
scope
warm.
out the coats.
And then I said, y'all go ride and I'm going to scope out the coats. But I think didn't we go ride Tower first?
Yeah, we did Tower
We did
first.
Tower.
We
Then
scoped
you
out-
went and
we scoped out the coats together.
again.
on our way to
That
Tower.
was it. But no one pulled the trigger.
No.
Because the only coat we came across at that point was the $100 puffer jacket.
No, thank you.
And even I
We
was
couldn't
like,
do it. It's too much to spend for an unexpected souvenir.
because it was literally
It's
like,
nice.
it was over 100. Was it
99.
99.
And
Yeah.
it was a thin one too.
Yeah, it wasn't
really-
even, I didn't even know that I felt like it was going to even help a lot.
I think
Yeah.
it would have helped with the wind.
with the wind.
Yeah. And it had a hood.
Yeah.
So we rode that. Then you guys went to Rockin' and I went to scope the
scoped
coats
out
out.
the
And I
coats.
found one that is a throwback to the North Face coats. And that's what I got.
Yeah.
But I saved y'all coats
You
so
did.
that y'all could see. I had a
did.
handful of coats waiting
Yeah.
for you. You did not either one get them.
No, we very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
You sound offended.
I mean, I'm not. I'm just saying they didn't get
You
them.
did not either one get them.
Ended
No.
up getting hoodies.
But-
The hoodie that you had already bought.
Here's the kicker.
Yeah.
You know who didn't care? Me. I didn't care if they had a coat because I did.
Yes.
And I was so much
Yes.
better. it was
Courtney-
just like the sweatshirt.
Courtney and I were trying to be very specific on what we did spend our money on at that point, and we both ended up getting a sweatshirt Michelle had gotten earlier in the
That we
trip
had both
that we
liked.
both
Which
had
was
liked.
a good choice.
And it ended up being
yeah.
just enough of an extra layer, and more importantly, had a hood.
It had a hood.
And
Yeah.
the hood was what I needed.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
needed a little bit more on my arms, and then the hood, and
Yeah.
we were good.
And I had a ball cap, and when I added that jacket, I was good. And it did not have a hood. It was a jacket without a hood.
Yeah.
And so, but we all got comfortable.
Yeah. And
Because
Logan
then
just
we,
toughed it out.
oh, he did.
I brought. Well, I mean,
He had two pullovers
I had
on,
two
but
pullovers,
he
so I
didn't.
doubled up the
He didn't
pullovers.
buy any extra.
I didn't buy anything. And I
No.
had shorts on.
And he had
Yeah, he
shorts
had
on.
shorts.
And guys, it was like 40. It said it was like 47 degrees, but
Yeah.
with the wind chill, it was
like
like 40.
39.
Yeah, 39 or 40. And it was,
Shivery.
even the folks that lived there said, oh, yeah. Like
Yeah.
they were throwing
The cast
legit
members.
plain sock hats out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're nothing on them. They were just plain,
No Mickeys.
plain beanies.
I think they picked them up at the Dollar
A
Tree.
box of beanies from Amazon.
Yeah.
Sold each one for $15.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyhow, so we hustled around there and did everything that
Yeah,
we
we-
wanted to do.
we
We,
got
did
to-
saucers.
Yeah. What
We
did we close
did
with? We haven't
Slinky
said it.
Dog.
We
Oh,
did Slinky Dog
Dog
twice.
twice.
2 times in a row.
Because at this point it's
The deluxe hour
Deluxe
guests
hours.
only.
Yeah.
and a lot of people had gone to Phantasmic and we
Yeah.
chose not to do Phantasmic because we
So,
wanted to experience the deluxe hours.
So this was our first experience with deluxe hours, and we'll
Yep.
do just a quick piece on those. That's why we wanted to experience it. The lines legitimately short. We
Yep.
walked on to everything. We walked on to Tower. We walked on to Rockin'. Walked on to Slinky. Walked on to Aliens. Disney does you
Oh,
dirty.
Toy Story Mania.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Toy Story Mania.
Yeah.
So walked on to all of those. Like the lines are legitimately short.
Could have walked on to
Could have walked on to Mini Mickey's.
Minnie and
Railway
Mickey's or
and
Millennium
Millennium
Falcon,
Falcon.
but we would have had to walk so far over there
Yeah.
that we chose to stay in Toy Story area.
The
Yep.
coat shopping took up a little bit of our time.
Yes.
But here's where Disney did us a little dirty, I think, on the Hollywood Studios extended hours. Okay? Like with everything, nothing's perfect. We learned before we went, now we mentioned in our pre-trip that we were going to try to do Phantasmic and Rise of Resistance. We learned after that episode that Rise of Resistance not included in deluxe after hours. Cannot ride it.
So we would have had to pay for it on one of the 2 days we were there or
Wait
stand in line.
And we did not want to. So did us a little dirty. Not sure why it's not open, but at least Slinky was, and that's another big ticket item
Yep.
that we were able to wait and do then. Other thing, there is only one showing of Phantasmic on an after hours night, and it is at 9:30. The after hours runs from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. So regular park guests
Get to stay till
get to stay
9:30
till 9:30
and watch the show
and
until
watch the
10:30.
show, and you as a deluxe after hours person basically have to choose between going to see Phantasmic, which the regular park guests are also getting to do, or skip it and just do the rides with the short lines.
Yep.
We chose to skip it. It was a hard decision. We were all really excited to see Phantasmic, but we wanted to experience what the lines were actually like in the deluxe after hours.
Yeah.
But we thought that was a little dirty.
Yeah. Because I had only done the deluxe hours at Epcot once. And that also is a little dirty,
Yeah, 'cause
in
the
my humble
countries weren't
opinion,
open.
because they didn't. When I say they're not open for you to walk through.
Yeah.
Like they just you're not even
you have
allowed
to
to be
double
over
back
there.
and
So
go
you have to
around.
double back. Well, that's exhausting. And then at Magic, I mean, it was fine.
Yeah.
Like it's Magic.
It's more-
So
yeah.
It's just everything is just right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like with these, which is the whole, but we planned our trip around it. And then the coat shopping. Had we not had the coat shopping, y'all
I think
probably
we
could
could
have
have
done
done-
Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing you really missed that I think
Yeah.
you wished you could have done.
Yep.
Because Rise wasn't open.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think we.
And we could have done that if we didn't want to do Slinky twice. But
Yeah,
we were
I think
like,
y'all could have made it
how
over there, but
often-
you would have had to hoof it.
Well, Slinky twice and saucers, but I've actually never done saucers, and it's a simple
Yeah.
ride. But
And
Yeah.
this
we've
was all
only-
about doing things we had
yeah.
never done.
And
so.
it's rare that you can do Slinky walk
Back
on
to
back to
back.
back. So
yeah, we
we
literally
wanted to
got
take
off
advantage of
and
that.
just walked
Slinky's
back to the
fun.
front.
Yeah,
It was
we
so
loved it.
fun.
Fun.
It's
It was
cold.
It was so
It's
cold.
but I like riding it at night too.
It was cute
Yeah,
at night.
it was
lit
Yeah.
up.
really neat at night.
It's so
Yeah.
cute, and you know, it was so good. And then that was our night.
Yeah. So deluxe hours, I think is worth it for the lines for sure. But I think know that there's still going to be sacrifices or things not included.
Yep.
That you think maybe should be. And Disney does list. We were able to look it up online beforehand. It wasn't
yeah.
a surprise. So definitely check to see what's included in the after hours, just so you know as you're planning for your park days what you need to hit before that.
Oh yeah. But then,
Yeah.
I mean, it went great, and we hopped on the bus.
Went
We
home.
really didn't wait. I thought we might wait terrible.
Yeah. No, it was not a bad wait at all.
No, we did really good with that one. Got back, and sadly,
It was our last day.
that was our last night. But we were all pretty done. No one did any packing.
No, we did not. Because
We
we,
went
didn't
to
have
bed.
to be
We didn't need
packed
to.
until checkout the next day because our flight was until 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we
we
went in.
had morning plans. We
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
had breakfast plans. We had resort plans, so we didn't
Yeah.
need to be packed.
Yeah.
And so we did have a reservation at the resort, which we'll talk about when we cover Animal Kingdom Lodge in detail. But it was wonderful. And so we'll just move on to then we went to Disney Springs. I
Yep.
ruined the Buffalo Bills fans' day.
Yep.
That was when
We did more
their fun trip
shopping.
ended.
Little last minute souvenir grabs.
Yeah.
And then got on a.
We grabbed some lunch.
Yeah.
for
Where?
dinner.
Huh?
More
Where
like
did we eat?
dinner.
No,
Oh,
we
no,
didn't.
we
We didn't
didn't.
grab
At
lunch
Springs?
there.
Yeah.
Did I get a
Oh, you
snack?
guys ate, yeah.
You had a
Y'all ate when we
coffee.
got back. Yeah.
Yeah, we had coffee.
Coffee.
Okay.
And then
That's
did
it.
a snack at the resort before
That was
heading
it.
to the airport.
Yeah.
It was really all
So-
about just going, like, we had seen so many items. We had bought several. So now it's that last day, Springs.
Last
Make
minute.
sure you're not leaving anything behind.
Oh, yeah.
Get
Because
what
we
else
still
you
had a
need.
couple things we had to grab.
Yep.
Yep.
Didn't want to carry around.
I
with us
needed a
at the parks.
bracelet or two.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was a few
Yep.
things.
Yep. And then the hotel held our bags for us after we checked out, so
Mm-hmm.
they were able to store our bags. And then we got back there, caught a lift, and headed to the Orlando airport and flew back to icy Nashville.
Yeah.
Then
It
here
was
we
a-
are.
It was a whirlwind. It was because we call it quick,
I didn't feel overly
was a
exhausted,
four-night.
though.
No.
but when I was able to just kick right in on Wednesday, I worked Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think I got in bed at midnight, which was about what I was getting in bed on our park days. And it was not as magical,
Yeah.
obviously. But yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
think it was obviously a wonderful, wonderful trip.
Yeah. And for as much as we packed in, we've said it a bunch of times, but it really honestly felt like not relaxing and but like
Oh, no, it
we
was
never
relaxing.
killed ourselves. We never
Yeah.
tired ourselves out.
It took long.
It was a nice
breaks.
pace. We took breaks. We just knew what highlights we were going to hit, and we accomplished all of it.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
killed it.
When we pivoted where we needed to.
Mm-hmm.
And, like the coat thing,
Yep.
listen, nobody made me buy a coat, but the weather.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is. You're not going to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Fantasmic is a great show. Love it, but not going to give up extended evening hours
No.
for that. So that's it.
But it was so much fun. We wish we were there again. And our next couple weeks, we're going to be covering the Festival of the Arts and Animal Kingdom Lodge. So you guys tune in to hear more details about that. But any last minute?
Well, Michelle, do you want to ask your question or no?
Oh, yes. My question.
Don't look at me that way.
So everyone has to give an answer. And I'll go first after I ask the question. So
I'll go second.
Out
No,
of-
maybe not.
out of all 4 days, right? So it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. What was your favorite day? Because I'm not counting Friday. We just flew Friday. So what was your favorite day? For me, my favorite day was the first day at the parks because I had never hopped to 3 parks in one day. I had only done 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my day.
Hey, Friday we had Deluxe Burger. I could count that if I wanted to.
No, you can.
Just kidding.
I got my shoes that day too, but
Yeah,
I'm not picking
and
that
your
day.
sweatshirt.
All right, Jordan.
Oh, Logan
Best
said he'd
day.
go second.
No,
I
he
did.
said
I
maybe
changed my
not.
mind. I changed my mind.
He said maybe not.
I hate picking favorites because I love everything for different reasons, and that's why Logan wanted to make sure we went back to this question.
It wasn't even my question.
It
was
was my
Michelle's
question.
idea.
I know, but she
I didn't
forgot
want
about it.
I know. I didn't.
I was
want
about
her
to end the episode.
I didn't want her to be left out.
Yeah.
If I had to pick, I loved it would be between Saturday and Monday for me, but I think I would edge out a little bit with Monday because I really enjoyed Festival of the Arts and everything that we got.
That
to
was a close
experience
second
there.
for me.
So that's
Yep.
what I would say.
Wow. Go ahead, Courtney. Do you know yet? You want me
Let's
to
go, Courtney.
Oh, Logan.
First of all, I think it's interesting that both of you have picked the non-Magic Kingdom Day as your
Correct.
first and second. You were Saturday.
Because there were
Monday.
new things that we experienced
I
on
know.
the other
It's
days.
just.
Yeah.
I just want everyone
Yeah.
to know. It's
No,
not
I
all
used to
about
be a
Magic
home.
Kingdom all
no,
the
no,
time.
he's right because
Yeah.
I was a homer for. Remember, I'm who used to hate Epcot.
Like,
Yeah.
who would not pick Magic Kingdom? A lot of people would just pick Magic Kingdom hands down,
Mhm.
regardless. But mine would be
Changing.
which we did go to Magic Kingdom the first day. But
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
did.
that's true.
Mine
I
would be
did
the
get
first.
a little Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, mine would be the first Saturday with 3 parks because it felt like we knocked out everything that was at the top of the list that day to make sure that the other 2 days could just be filled with all the normal good stuff. But Saturday was all of our highlights, all of our major check boxes at all 3 parks.
If you can ride
and it was
Tron,
pretty chill.
Yeah, if you can ride Tron at night, see the new nighttime parade, and Happily Ever After,
Yeah.
and have a good snack all in one night, that's a win.
After already doing everything at Animal
Right,
and
in Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it was the
We
best
checked all
of
the
all
boxes.
worlds for me until I can do the 4 park challenge.
Yeah. Courtney.
Courtney, let's go.
I'm between the first park day and the Magic
You just
Kingdom
gotta pick
day.
one.
Oh.
Just pick it.
Over the Festival of the Arts.
Well,
And because it was
so
cold.
hard. That was a cold day. That was very hard.
That's okay.
I'm gonna go Magic Kingdom Day. That's
Good,
my
we got
favorite park. I
Yeah.
love
Everybody
it.
had
It
a
was
different
a
favorite
great
day.
day.
And you got the
It was
pool and the hot
warm.
tub.
I got to do the pool that day.
Mhm.
So,
The slide.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I did not like that day, but Magic, you can't ever go wrong at
Did you
Magic
say I
Kingdom.
You didn't
No,
like
I
she-
did not like
She
that.
liked
Oh,
that day.
you liked
Yeah.
it.
It sounded
Yeah.
like she
It's
said
a double
she,
negative
Yeah,
like.
It sounded like she hated that
I
day.
mean,
but-
I did not like that.
day. I was like,
I did not like it, but
Hey, I like that we
not
had
like it. Yeah.
everybody had all 3 days were represented
They were all great days.
They were all great.
in favorites.
yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like we really didn't have, other than the weather with the coat situation, there wasn't a hiccup.
No, it was a great week.
It's a great
Smooth.
week.
Yeah. Go
The only,
team, go.
only downside was it wasn't long enough.
Still travel well together.
That's it.
Well, apparently, we're about to go even shorter. or y'all are.
To be continued.
Bless him.
All right, Jordan. Now you can end the episode. Now you can take us.
Well, that's it for now. Again, we'll be covering Festival of the Arts and Animal Kingdom Lodge coming up, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this somewhat long post-trip episode, but thanks for hanging in and listening with us, and we'll see you next time on To the Magic and Beyond.